Good morning. Today's Thursday, May 14th, 2026. There are moments when you feel a deep pull to stop, to pause, to breathe, to step away. But then there are moments when you feel that same pull and it's not actually rest you need. It's avoidance. Knowing the difference between the true rest and quiet resistance is one of the most important skills you can develop on a personal growth journey. They feel similar in the body, but they create completely different outcomes. Think of the last time you stopped working. Was it for rest or resistance? For me, resistance usually shows up right around the same time as overwhelm. Perhaps it's a call to rest, but resistance wins out first. I resist completing what I started or what I intended and shelter in place like a hermit. Resistance also shows up when I say yes to doing things that don't really bring me joy or give me anxiety. Resistance is sneaky. It disguises itself as tiredness, boredom, or the sudden desire to check your phone, clean the kitchen, or reorganize a drawer instead of doing the thing you said you wanted to do. Resistance appears when something feels emotionally risky, uncomfortable, or stretching. It's not your body saying stop, it's your fear saying not yet. Resistance almost always shows up when I make plans to go to a networking event or a group gathering. I tend to overthink everything about the situation and it creates resistance in me to move forward with the plans. Now, I almost always follow through unless there really is something that comes up. And usually I find that I had a great time. My own insecurities getting in the way in the beginning, though, and showing up as resistance. Real rest feels nourishing. It feels like your body settling, your body unclenching, your mind softening. After true rest, you feel replenished, not guilty, not foggy, not further away from yourself. Rest is supportive. Rest helps you return stronger. Rest is your body's way of saying you're safe. You can slow down now. There are activities that give me rest besides sleeping, and that's reading. Now, I love to read. It allows me a means of slowing down and just resting while also learning something new or enjoying a good story. I also find showering and just allowing my brain to rest is always restorative for my energy. The body knows the difference before the mind does. Resistance feels like agitation, distraction, heaviness, or emotional avoidance. Rest feels like exhale, grounding, and release. When you tune into your nervous system instead of your thoughts, the truth becomes obvious. Your body always tells the truth first. Resistance shows up as anxiety, stress, and overwhelm for me. This is tension in my shoulders and my jaws. Resistance is not a sign that you're failing, it's a sign that you're evolving. It often appears right before breakthroughs, new habits, creative projects, uncomfortable conversations, or next level decisions. Resistance is your old self clinging to the familiar because the familiar feels safe. When you learn to recognize that you stop mistaking growth for exhaustion. I have noticed recently that I'm using stricter schedule to include work tasks, breaks, and home tasks to get things completed that I want to get done. When it is time to do a task that I'm not 100% wanting to do, resistance comes up as distraction. I can just work on this real quick. Watch television just a little longer. Wait 5 more minutes, and then those 5 minutes turn into 10. However, awareness has helped me realize I just need to get up and do the thing. Here's a spoiler. It always comes up when I try to embrace exercise. I have resistance like no other for exercise. I know I need to just do it, but it is so hard for me. But I'm trying my best to get it done. Rest becomes powerful though when you stop feeling guilty about it, when you stop earning it, when you stop negotiating with it, when you allow yourself to pause without the fear of falling behind. Genuine rest supports your goals. It doesn't sabotage them. Rest is part of the plan, not a break from it. There are times when I feel that I'm undeserving of rest, and that usually surrounds work. I feel like I need to get more done before I'm allowed to rest. And let's be honest here, as someone who suffers from fibromyalgia and other ailments, it usually causes me to get sick when I ignore the need to rest. I also have a lot of guilt around needing rest because of those illnesses. Now, when we start distinguishing rest from resistance, we rebuild self trust. You no longer fear you're being lazy. You no longer push yourself into burnout. You begin giving yourself energy where it matters and withdrawing it where it doesn't. This clarity makes your growth more sustainable, your decisions more aligned, and your progress more consistent. So I guess we can ask ourselves, what's one way we can strengthen trust within ourselves this week? For me, I think it will be honoring my boundaries around time, and if I need to rest, I will, but I will recognize resistance and push through those blockages. You don't need to never feel resistance. You don't need perfect discipline. You simply need awareness. Feel into your body. Ask yourself gently, do I need to pause so I can return stronger, or am I avoiding something that moves me forward? With compassion, your answer will always be clear. If you need examples of when your body is requesting rest versus resistance, head over to my blog, unapologeticallyamber.com, and download the free resource that's available today. Now, today's positive affirmation is I am strong but not rude. I am kind but not weak. I am humble but not timid. I am proud but not arrogant. I hope you all have a great day today, and I hope to talk to you soon.